Good morning, dear children. Again, I am here with the lesson number 3. Further topics we are going to do today. Already we have completed in the previous lesson that what are the basic parts of computer, and in detail we have studied about the monitor and CPU. Today we are going to study about keyboard and mouse. Both keyboard and mouse are input device because both the device we are using to give instructions to the computer. So now let us see what are the detailed part of keyboard and mouse. So here we'll study about parts of a computer. In the previous class we have already seen that what are the 4 basic parts of a computer, that is system unit, monitor, mouse and keyboard. In the system unit we have learned that memory chip is present inside the CPU box, and that is the brain of a computer. And in monitor we have studied that whatever work we are doing, that we can able to see it on the monitor screen. It looks like a television screen. So now today we'll study about the other 2 parts of computer, that is keyboard and mouse. So first we'll go through keyboard. So this is the picture of a keyboard. You all are seeing that so many small buttons are there on the keyboard. These small buttons we called it as a keys. The small buttons which are present on the keyboard we called it as keys. You all are seeing that keyboard is made up of many small buttons of different types. This keyboard is divided into different parts. All the keys are having different kind of function. You all are seeing that we have alphabet keys, number keys, function keys, numeric keypad and cursor movement keys, escape key and function keys. All the keys are having different type of function. If you want to type something, any word, any letter or any sentence, you have to use alphanumeric keys or alphabet keys. If you want to type numbers, you have to use number keys. And if you want to set something or functioning of a computer, then you have to use function keys. Cursor movement keys helps you to move up and down the cursor, or 4 cursor keys are there. You can move up and down and left and right. These keys we are using to do the shortcut form of the keys. Whenever you want to open something, we have some shortcut keys that we can use from the keyboard, and then we can open the program. So here we have studied that the small buttons on the keyboard are called keys. Keys are of different types on the keyboard, that is alphabet keys, number keys, function keys and special keys. Keyboard help us to give instruction to the computer, and this is keyboard is an input device because whenever we are giving any instruction to the computer, we call that device as an input device. So that's why keyboard is an input device. Now we'll move to mouse. Fourth part of a computer is mouse. In mouse you all are seeing that we have 3 buttons: left button, right button and a scroll wheel. Left button will help you to do the double click, and left button we are using to open any program. Right button we are using to open the pop-up menu or any details of the folder or any icon, and scroll wheel will help you to move the page up and down. And the wire, it's connected. You all are seeing that mouse wire is there, and that wire we are connecting with the CPU because all the process are done by the CPU. Whenever you will click the button, that instruction will go to the CPU, and CPU will do all the process of the computer. The things which we can do with the help of a mouse is like we can play games and we can able to draw the drawings. Now we have different types of mouse, that is scroll mouse, cordless mouse and optical mouse. These are the different types of mouse: scroll mouse, cordless mouse and optical mouse. Generally we are using scroll mouse. In scroll mouse also we have 2 types, that is ball mouse and optical. Ball means at the down, the movement of the mouse is done by a ball, that is known as a ball mouse, and if the light is there at the back side of a mouse, that is known as optical mouse. With the help of this light only, mouse is getting the signal and it's moving on the mouse pad. Now next is what we have learned about mouse, that is mouse is an input device. Mouse is used for controlling the movements on the computer. Mouse is also used to give commands. It has 2 buttons and a wheel in between. Sometime in some of the mouse we have 3 buttons. Instead of scroll button we have one more button. That's why we call this as a 3-button mouse. Mouse is used to play games, draw and color, select and open things on a monitor, and we can able to point out something with the help of a mouse. So till here we have learned about keyboard and mouse. Again we'll revise about the monitor, which we have studied in the previous class, that the monitor looks like a television screen. It displays whatever work we are doing on the computer. It is an output device because we are seeing the result on the monitor. That's why we called it as an output device. Next is central processing unit. Central processing unit works like a brain of a computer. Inside the CPU box we have microprocessor, and all the functions are done by the microprocessor. So we have 4 basic parts of computer, and all the 4 parts are having different function. We have divided all these 4 parts into input and output devices, and CPU is a processing device, monitor is an output device, keyboard and mouse is a input device. With the help of keyboard and mouse we are giving instructions to the computer. That instruction is going to the CPU. All the processing is done inside the CPU, and then we can able to see the result on the monitor screen. So now again we'll revise. You have to tell me what are the parts of a computer. So the first part is the screen where you are seeing, that is known as monitor. The processing machine is CPU, and the small buttons where the small buttons are present, that is known as keyboard, and the mouse is look like a real mouse. So till here we have completed all the 4 parts of a computer. So I hope it's clear to all of you that what are the basic parts of computer, why we need monitor, why we need CPU, what are the parts of CPU and keyboard and mouse. So till here we have completed lesson number 3. Go through your book, read the chapter, very easily you can able to understand. Thank you.